How you going? Just better put the mic up a bit. It's back. Confessions of a Broken Heart for one last time, maybe. I don't know. Depends how this. This vid's gonna actually shock a lot of people, whether it's my enemies, my ex, my friends. But I want to talk about something. I'm ready to make peace. I'm ready to give you all, enemies, ex, a second chance. Now what that means, it means that I think the childish game should end. I think that me and my ex should make peace and live our lives to the fullest. I am extending an olive branch because since I've become a better person, I've realized that, yes, I'm salty about what happened. Of course I would be. Like, the person I fell in love with isn't the person I love now. She's changed. But if she's watching, I think for either of us to have a happy life, or a successful life for that matter, is to, make peace. Bury the hatchet. It's not about getting back together, because you can have your partner. I don't give a fuck. I'm happy being single. I'm happy to enjoy life to the fullest. But I think it's time to make peace. I think that for everybody to be happy and be able to move on in life, let's put this well and truly to bed and bury it. No hatred, no remorse. No one's perfect in a relationship. So I've made this vid to make peace. Once we've made peace, there'll be no more vids about the ex, Beyonce. There'll be no vids about her or mentioning her name or anything here or Facebook. And she can go on with her life and I'll go on with mine. I think the childish game should stop. We're both, I would assume, both mature adults about this, but that's up to her, because from what I've been told by my own family, people that work with her and know her, she's not very liked right now, to the fact that they're thinking about firing her from her job, and then she volunteers. They've had enough of her. So of course people all want to know around the place, whether it's my parents, whether it's the people she worked with, why the sudden change in attitude, why the sudden nastiness for everybody, the disrespect. She's not my partner. I don't care what she does. People have asked me, do you hate her? And like I stated in the last video, I do hate some of the stuff she's put me through for the last 8 months. I mean, immaturity is just, it's disgusting. But I'm not going to sit here and blame myself for anything that happened in the 6 years. Like I stated in that vid before this one, some people just bring out the worst in each other. Sadly, she's not an angel now, and people are starting to realise that. I have no nasty things towards her. Someone said to me the other day, would you ever take her back? Well, I don't know about that. I wouldn't take things that far. But I do believe that, for her partner's sake and for her life and my life for that matter, we should end this peacefully and just face-to-face talk and just chat. No language, no one there, just us two talking about, apologising for what happened, not just on her behalf but my behalf. We never got that closure, and I think that's going to eat at both of us secretly for the rest of our lives, because we couldn't end it properly. And even the experts and people I've talked to said, people are never going to be happy with their lives until they have full closure with the person that they were last with. Obviously, she has a right to move on with her life, whether it's with this bloke or the next. There's probably going to be a few more blokes. I feel bad for the guy, actually, because Unless it's exactly what I know what it's about. He's pretty much a babysitter 24/7 now, and he's going to be watched. I'm sure that there's been some sort of deal in place for him and her. I just am making this vid to make peace with her. And to any of my enemies that I may have upset this year, I would like to bury the hatchet. Because I wasn't my full self this year. So to anyone that I may have upsetted, message me and make peace. I think life's too short to hold grudges. Life's too short to hate. And I think now the way the world is changing, we all need to cut the crap, cut the childish names, cut the bullying, and make peace with our people that have upsetted us or made us feel bad. So I don't usually drink this for starters, but I've poured it into a cup, and I'm going to say I'm extending the peace to you out there. We had a beautiful 6 years. Times are good, times are bad, but for us to move on, I think we need to bury the hatchet. So I salute you. I don't even know what this tastes like, to be honest. Ooh, strong. Very strong. And don't forget, to my beautiful ex out there, remember Krispy Kreme donuts? You'll get the reference. You'll get the reference. So I'm saying this. To my ex and her current partner, I'm sorry for the childish games and the childish videos I've been making lately. You can understand, you know, it's a lot to take in. I'm a decent bloke. I admit when I've been in the wrong, and I admit that I was a bit immature. You can understand, you know, if you were in the same situation, you'd be hurt too. At the end of the day, I just want to see her happy. I just want to see her grow up and become an actual woman. I don't like her life is controlled. I'm sorry, but there's so much potential in her, but she's got to change her attitude. She's got to change her ways, and I think that you know, I think she'll be this different person until, you know, we've made peace and buried the hatchet. If her boyfriend's thinking, is this some sort of plot to get her back? No, definitely not. Is this some plot to break her up? No. It's just, I truly believe in life, you need to bury the hatchet with someone, and to, you know, to move on with your life, you've got to end something and close the book. The way things are going, it's not going to be closed for either party, and I think that's not a way that I would want her to live her life. You know, if she's a mature adult, and, you know, the experts have even said, you know, until something's closed, that person may not admit it to this partner or the next partner, but secretly in the back of their mind and in their gut, they'll be like, yeah, I should have kind of ended it properly. Like, that way, it's closed, it's closed. So this vid's about, like I said, extending the olive branch. I'm sorry for the immaturity and the stuff I've been saying on my posts about you both. I wish you all the best in your relationship. I know it's not going to be easy. Like I said, I've been through it for the last 6 years, and I know that you're going to have obstacles that you both won't like. I hope that you're both mature enough to work on your problems if there is. Communicate with each other. But most advice I'm trying to say to you both is, you know, if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. If you're forced upon being together, that's not a relationship. If there's not genuinely love there, then it's not going to work. Rebounds are tough. Completely understand that. But you need to both realize that this guy here is always going to be around until the book's closed. And I don't want to be around. I mean, I ended up with her on one of my recent vids on YouTube, but I think until the day, you know, we end up peacefully face to face, this isn't going to end. And like I said, I'm not interested in one bit of taking her back. I'm not interested in any way of dating her. Sure, I'd like to be friends maybe someday down the track when all this is said and done, like peacefully, but at the moment I'm more focused on making my life better, working out every night, and you can see improving my looks day by day, and becoming a better human being, because the whole point of all this, before you came along, my ex always used to say to our mutual friend, if he can sort his shit out, and control his, anger and, become a better person, should have me back. Well, I did all the things I was supposed to, but it wasn't good enough. Look, I know the family doesn't like me. I don't really give a fuck about that. It's plainly obvious. Unless they, pick the partner, they'll control her life, unfortunately. And I think that's the sad reality that when you see someone you love and care about so much, yes, I do. We don't need to discuss it. You want to see them happy. You want to see them achieve things in life, but you can see that the mistakes they're making. Look, I can't be there to hold her hand now. That's your job as her partner, if you're watching. But I do give her shit where her life's ain't gonna end up. I told her from day one, I said, look, you're never gonna be happy until you can stand on your own 2 feet. Life's about standing on your own 2 feet. Life's about making your own decisions. It doesn't matter what your friends say. It doesn't matter what your family say. If you want to be with someone, you be with them. Not because of peer pressure, not over blackmail or anything. So you're probably thinking, he seems like a decent bloke. Well, I've always been a decent bloke. My friends know that, and this year has taught me that I have so much love in my heart, and I share it with my friends. I'm all about making peace. I'm all about truth. I am born again Christian, so I don't hold grudges, and I don't right now for anyone. I don't hate anybody. I don't, have anything wrong to say about even her. I just feel like, I'm doing the right thing by coming on here and saying, I'm sorry. I respect your relationship 100%. I'm happy to talk to either of yous if you ever wanted to talk to me. Kind of can't. But I think, she's got to, number one, unblock me and say, look, I think you're right. I think we need to be mature about this and catch up and just talk. There's not going to be a hug either or hold hands. No, it's just two people just talking, and she goes her way, I go my way. The reason why this is so important, because if this doesn't happen, it'll eat up at not just her and her partner, it'll end up eating us all up. And I think we all have a right to close this chapter in our lives. Now, not to say that someone said to me the other day, like, what if one night, she called you and wanted to talk to you? It doesn't matter what time of day or night, I would pick up that phone. But as long as it's a mature conversation. But I think, you have to have this face-to-face talk sooner or later. The ball is in both your courts. I think as a partner, you should let your partner end this properly. You got nothing to worry about with me, because it's closure, and that's all I wanted. And I think she deserves that too. I don't think this should drag on any longer than what it does. I mean, like I said, I'll keep doing my YouTube vids and keep mentioning her and stuff. That's what's going to happen until this ends. So dislike all you want. I don't give a crap. See, I'm not swearing. I said crap instead of the F word. But in life, we all got to close the book on our past, and the best way is to see the person and just talk like normal. No swearing, no fuck yous, no you're a fucking bitch. None of that shit. Because if you're going to be a mature adult in life, you've got to learn to stand on your own 2 feet and do things on your own. I've learnt that for the last 8 months. And I've learnt that there are other girls out there that would date me, but I've said no because I don't want to date anymore. I said to my ex, I said, look, you're going to be the last girlfriend, because I can't go through that shit again. I can't go through the emotional bullshit and blackmail and cheating and lying. It's not healthy. Like, I shouldn't feel like a piece of shit when, at the end of the day, I'm a property owner with a fully paid house. I'm getting a good income. I live in $1 million house. I'm not doing too bad in life. And, you know, I treated my ex like a princess. She loved the good life. She loved the jewelry that I have. We got to talk about that next time we see each other, because I don't know what to do with jewelry. She loved the dates. She loved the dinners. She loved the movies. I gave her everything she ever wanted, but she was never appreciative. Well, that's what I feel. So, it's apology vid. So I've apologized now. I've said sorry to you both. You know, we have to love and treat each other like, you know, brothers and sisters in this world, because, you know, our Father God, you know, at the end of the day, wants what's best for us. But what's best for us? Prove everybody wrong that you're not this horrible bitch that people keep saying, because I don't know how a girl like you made so many enemies in such a quick time. The people you work with just don't like you now. They're thinking about firing you, which I thought would never happen. My parents hate you, which I thought would never happen. People that are close to you that you think are your friends and care about you, they've seen the attitude change this year too, and they don't like it. So I'm saying, if all these people are saying this, I don't think I was a bad guy in the end. I think you were a problem where you didn't see what you were doing and how it was affecting people's lives. Right now, do I have any people hate me? No, I could walk into the op shop today and everyone would be like, "How you going?" Open arms. But you wouldn't get that reaction. Look, I make peace. Even to Panda Bear on here. You know who I'm referring to, so if you're watching, I'd like to make peace with you too. I like the time we spent together. I'm sorry I said those hurtful words to you. I am ashamed of that. But the way this has been going this year is, it's been a roller coaster, and I've said some things I didn't mean. And to Panda Bear, if you're watching, I thought you were a really cool person. We had a really good friendship to start with, and I think that we were getting really good thing there going. It's not because we hooked up. I could care less about that. I generally actually liked spending time with you. I actually liked, you know, getting to know you. I think you're a beautiful young lady, and it's just a shame that we ended on a sour note. So if you're watching, I'd like to make peace with you. To my goth friend, I'm trying to, because I know you watch these, we've been friends for years, and we have a mutual friend in Melbourne that we're both worried about. I've lost her as a friend, but I'm not going to lose you. You told me what was happening between my ex and her new partner, and I didn't believe you. So I'm saying sorry there. I cared about you, and we were good friends, but unfortunately, you know, we butted heads over this subject, and I'm sorry. So to anyone there that I've offended or upset this year, I'm so sorry. To my ex of 6 years, I'm deeply sorry. Sorry about the hurtful things I've said in these YouTube vids. You know, I'm sorry about, you know, insulting your partner. You know, before I found out you had a partner, for the first 6-7 months of this year, all I was doing was making nice vids about you. Singing, doing poetry. So you can see I'm a decent guy. These videos that I've done this year, it wasn't about getting you back. It was just showing you what a person I've become, a better person, which you always wanted. Am I saddened by what happened? Of course. You know, you don't just throw away 6 years within 3 months like you did. I don't understand that. You know, you always blame me for stuff that you know that you're the cause of. But there's no need to be calling me a druggie. There's no need to be calling me a pedophile. There's no need to be calling me all these nasty names to people. That's very selfish. And even my own parents said, for you to be talking like that, they're ashamed of you, because they didn't think you were like that. You know, I'm a sort of guy that can forgive. And I forgive you for not just what you've done to me this year, for the 6 months, for the 6 years of hell you and your family put me through. Now, you always said to me that I couldn't get any better. You said, oh, you never get an attractive girl, you never get an attractive girlfriend. I don't think you're right by that statement. Not the fact that I have hooked up with 6 different girls in this time. I choose right now very carefully who I next date. I'm not looking to date anyone. I promised that you'd be the last girlfriend, and you pretty much are. Because I can't be with someone that can't stand on their own 2 feet, you know, doesn't drive, doesn't have a job. You know, I can't be with someone that's just gonna use me like you used me. Because that's what it feels like. I did all the right things by you, and all you can do in return is stab me in the back and stab others in the back that thought you were a good person. I've never known someone to change the way you have this year. See, you're not the person I was dating for 6 years, and everyone's now like just doesn't like you. Even the Pokemon community that you kicked me out of the group up there, even they don't like you, because now they've seen the real you, and they've seen that you're not a nice person. So the questions that everyone keeps saying, including my parents, is why do you come work down here when you're not wanted down here? When you don't need to work down here anymore? Why do you go to a place where they don't like you anymore and they're thinking about firing you? When you don't answer your phone, well, we knew that you had that problem from day one when we dated. You don't answer your phone, you don't tell them you're not available, you leave them on short notice. So I'm just giving you a heads up, if you don't change your act, you're probably going to get fired from your job. People, like I said, there's no reason for you to come down here, so I don't know why you still do. As for you playing Pokemon, well, you're not liked in the Pokemon community right now. You can change teams all you want, it's not going to make much difference. There are people up there that will literally locate wherever you are in a gym, whether it's the cemetery or somewhere in the city, and just kick you out. You're not liked anymore there. And it wasn't anything I did. It was your attitude towards people. It was your attitude towards me. See, that you can't blame me for. You know, people don't even say why you play Pokemon anymore when you're not technically a person that goes out and raids with people. You're not technically someone that's going to give someone a shiny or anything. So, before people start putting the blame game on me, I warned your attitude will get you in trouble one day. And I did say that. I want you to be happy. That the way you're living life, you're making so many people hate you. But there's one person that doesn't hate you. And it's me. I don't hate you. Do I still care about you? Of course. I'll always have a place for you here. Because I'm a decent person. Do I still love you like I used to? As painfully as I don't like to admit this, because I'm going to get shit from my Facebook friends. Yes. But I would do nothing to jeopardize your relationship, because when you love someone, you want to see them happy. It doesn't matter if it's with you or someone else. You want to see them happy. And if that guy's making you happy, I fully respect that. And I would never try to interfere in that relationship. You know, I would never. I just want my time with me and you just to talk and just have a chat. It doesn't even have to be about anything. It just could be about, you know, Pokemon. It can be about fucking, you know, the Crows only winning 1 game this year in the football. You know, like, fuck. But I do think, you know, if we sit down and talk, at least we can end this properly, like mature adults, away from people talking in their ears, because that's all we've probably had this year is from both our ends. So I think that's what we should do when you're ready. And that way at least you can have closure, your partner can have closure, and I can have closure. Because I think that makes everything better again for everyone. You deserve to be in a relationship where you've got full closure of what happened in the past. You owe that to yourself to be happy. And you won't truly ever be happy, and you know in your gut until we've caught up. And as a going away present, I'll give you a fucking shiny Pokemon. There you go. Just because I'm nice. The one you know, the one you got for me that time where your phone was going flat and we're at the beach, that shiny Raichu. I actually got one. I actually, through this whole time, build up 40 shinies just to give to you, because I thought someday when we make peace, I can give you all these shinies just to show that, hey, I am this new guy. You used to think of me as a selfish Pokemon player that only looked out for himself. Well, this year I try and help everybody. I help people, you know, with their accounts. I play for them. I give people shinies from around the world. I try to be nice to everybody right now. This new me is a kind, sweet guy. I love my friends. I tell them every day and they tell me how much they love me. I have some beautiful female friends that I can't wait to see when this COVID thing ends. A couple of lovely ladies in Sydney. A couple in Melbourne. And it's going to be beautiful. I'm seeing a really good friend in Queensland when all this is done. It's going to be beautiful. You know, at the end of the day, we need to grow up as adults. And I said this in a previous YouTube video. Life's too short to hate. So, I know you're watching. I'm sorry. I love you from the bottom of my heart as a friend. I care about you. I want you happy. And I don't think anyone would have expected this vid coming, but I have no hate towards you or your partner. I'm a completely different person now. I'm a born again Christian because my faith means so much to me. And you knew a little bit about it, but through these last few months, I've accepted and opened my life up to the Lord, and I've let Him come in and put this positive energy in me and this love. Sure, you know, I've said some things in these YouTube vids that have been derogatory towards you and your partner, but I don't think you could blame me because, you know, I was hurt. But you did see, for like, before I knew you had a partner, you saw the vids I made, all dedicated to you. Confessions of a Broken Heart, Love Will Find a Way, singing, poetry in one vid, tears rolling down my eyes, saying how much I loved and appreciated you. I think I've proven that I've become a better person. You can ask anybody. This is not about, you know, me going and finding the hottest chick, making her my girlfriend and rubbing it in your face, because I wouldn't do that to you. Because I'm respectful to that. Though the difference between me and you is, if I have someone I really love and care about, that'll be my profile pic. You can't do that with your current partner, and you couldn't do it with me. But when I'm in a relationship, if I ever do get in one, I'm happy to express my love for her to everyone around the world. I'm happy to have her as my profile pic. I'm happy to have her as a cover photo and my feature photos, because when two people truly love each other and they're proud of their relationship, they show it to the world. But if people don't even want to post a photo or show any signs of dating, that's not a relationship. And I'll let you think about that. So thank you all for watching. Click the 4 vids in the 4 corners, and you'll see the last 4 vids I made in the corners. One's about, you know, the 6 years of hell. The other one's about me, and the other one could be random things. So thank you all for watching. Check you soon.